Let's be honest. Most days, it feels like we are just scrolling through someone else's vacation photos while our own lives are on autopilot. We're surrounded by millions of people but have never felt more alone, walking with our heads down, trying not to make eye contact. Every notification, every headline, is a constant barrage of anger, division, and bad news. It's enough to make you feel completely helpless, like one person can't possibly make a dent. The world can feel cold, gray, and, well, a little boring. We are all just going through the motions, secretly wishing anything would be different tomorrow. But, what if the problem isn't the world? What if the light we are looking for isn't something you find, but something you create? In a world that seems obsessed with being divided, we stumble upon a simple, daily action that costs absolutely nothing, but might just change everything. It all starts on the same random street, on a totally unremarkable afternoon, with a guy we'll call Leo. Leo's walking home, probably thinking about what's for dinner, when he sees his elderly neighbor, Eleanor, having a very bad day. One of her paper grocery bags gives up the ghost. Cans, apples, and who knows what else go rolling across the pavement. For a second, it's a perfect snapshot of modern life. Nobody moves. A few people glance over, then quickly look back at their phones. Too busy, too distracted, too, whatever. But then Leo does something ridiculously simple. He stops, kneels down, and helps this woman pick up her groceries. He doesn't just grab the oranges, he offers a smile, listens to her complain about the flimsy bags, and makes her feel like she isn't invisible. It's a 5-minute detour from his day. A tiny, almost meaningless act. But it's the first pebble dropped in a very still pond. The next morning, Eleanor is still buzzing from that small kindness. The feeling of being seen, of not just being another obstacle on the sidewalk, sparks something in her. She bakes a loaf of bread, something she hasn't done in years, and gives it to the single mom next door, Maria, who permanently looks like she needs a 3-year nap. Maria is so touched by this unexpected gift that she feels a little bit of that weight on her shoulders just evaporate. Later that week, Maria's in line for coffee and sees a college kid, Sam, frantically patting down his pockets in a panic. He forgot his wallet. Instead of just watching him do the walk of shame, Maria remembers the bread. She smiles and tells the barista, "I've got this." Sam is floored. He promises he will pay it forward. And here's the wild part, science backs this up. Research shows that kindness is literally contagious. When people just witness an act of kindness, they're more likely to be kind themselves. At first, you wouldn't even notice it. But slowly, the neighborhood starts to feel different. Same, the student who got the free coffee, starts a Saturday cleanup group at the local park. A few people show up at first, then a few more. Inspired by them, another group starts a community garden in a neglected patch of dirt, planting flowers and vegetables for anyone to take. The street is no longer a collection of strangers' houses, it's a neighborhood. People are saying hello. The mail carrier gets friendly notes. The air just feels warmer, livelier. People are looking up from their screens and, gasp, making eye contact. It turns out that tiny acts, when they all add up, can completely transform a community by building trust and making people feel like they belong. Weeks later, Leo is walking home from work, exhausted. He turns onto High Street and sees the community garden, now bursting with color. A little girl he's never seen before runs right up to him, holding a freshly picked flower. "This is for you," she says, then runs back to her parents, who are laughing as they pull weeds. Leo just stands there, holding this single, bright flower. He doesn't know the kid. She has no idea who he is. She certainly doesn't know that this entire wave of connection, this whole blooming garden, started because he took 5 minutes to help her great-grandmother pick up some runaway groceries. The kindness he threw out into the world, with no expectation of return, had found its way back to him. The world is dark until you do this one thing. It's not about waiting for a hero to show up. It's not about some grand, sweeping gesture that will make the evening news. The secret is realizing that one thing that changes everything is you. It's your choice, in any given moment, to either complain about the darkness or to flip a switch and add to the light. You don't have to be a saint or a billionaire to make a huge impact. You can smile at a stranger. Give a genuine compliment. Actually, listen when someone is talking instead of just waiting for your turn. These are simple acts that build connection. They are the pebbles that start the ripple. So, go on. Start a ripple. What have you got to lose? If this video inspired you, please like, subscribe and share for others to also be inspired, and start a ripple. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.